Plan on Wednesday, if you are in my class, that's when you'll take your quiz. If you are in Farot's class, you'll take your quiz on Thursday. Okay, your quiz is going to look exactly like this. It's going to have the same kind of questions. Obviously, this one is longer, so I can do some on the board. When it's your quiz, it's going to be a lot shorter because you don't need me to do some on the board. Okay, so I put more on there so I can practice and you can practice together. Okay, so, and then if you have, actually I probably have some to pass out. So you can use any of your old papers on your quiz, okay? So if you've been saving them, that's great. These reviews, take really good notes on them, okay? You can use this on your quiz. If you have this, you can use this on your quiz. I have a couple of your guys' to give back to you, Jamila. Okay, so find them if you don't have them, if you want to use them. So what type of number is -4? Okay, write all that apply. And that's the key word there, write all that apply. So, you can look, and if you don't remember how to use the chart, okay, we start from the inside. So is -4 a natural number? No, okay, naturals are all just positives. Is it a whole number? No, whole numbers got all the positives and 0. Is it an integer? Yes, okay. And on your quiz, you're going to need to write that out, okay? Integer. Okay, and then we keep checking, okay? Well, once we answer yes, then everything above it, it's a yes. So yes, it's also rational. Okay, the next number says 1.99. Okay, 1.99. And we start on the inside of our chart. Okay, is it a natural? No. Is it a whole? No. Is it an integer? No. Integers are positive, negatives, and 0. Is it a rational? Yes, okay, it's a rational number because it has a decimal. Okay, so anything that looks like a price or something is a rational number. Okay, pi. What kind of number is pi?
Irrational.
It's irrational, okay? There's not too many types of irrational numbers. How can you tell if something's irrational?
If it's a infinite repeating number, or if it's a square root of itself, like 2.
Okay, so your definition was pretty good, but I'm going to tweak it a little bit. It's not an infinite repeating number. So that is just a rational. So rational numbers are like 8.333333, and it goes on forever. Irrational, it does go on forever and ever, but it's not repeating, and that's the key. So after the decimal, so it'd be like 8 point, and then it goes 2, 4, 6, 8, 0, 1, 2, 3, and the numbers keep changing.
Numbers change.
Mm-hmm. And so that's what makes something irrational. And don't get confused because not all square roots are rational. Okay, if you look at a square root of 4, what is a square root of 4? 2. And 2 is a whole number, okay, or a natural number. Okay, write each as an algebraic expression. Okay, an algebraic expression, and you guys can help me describe, but how would you describe that? 2 times 7, how do we, what?
It's 2 multiplied by 7.
Yeah, so it's like the number with the symbol. So like, I don't know like a way to explain that to you, but it's 2 times 7. Okay, it's not solving, the answer is not 14. Okay, if you write me down 14 for your answer, do you think that I'm going to mark it right or am I going to mark it wrong?
Wrong.
It's wrong because that's not what the question is asking you to do. There's a difference between expression and evaluate. If I said evaluate, then your answer would be 14. This says write the expression. Okay, the sum of 7 and 9. What does sum mean?
Addition.
Addition. And so they want to say 7 plus 9. Right, and same thing. I know some of you guys are going to be tempted to write 16. The answer is not 16. Your quiz will follow in this exact same order as far as the headings. So if you look, this very first heading, okay, after the rational number, it's gonna be the same. So you could follow along with your quiz review and your quiz, and you could look and say, oh, well, she left it like this, so I should probably leave my answer like this. It's the same type of instructions, okay? The next section says write each as a verbal expression. What does it mean, verbal?
Words.
Yeah, it means words, okay? Or how would you say it, okay? So how do we say this?
The sum of 2 and 8.
Yeah, you could say the sum of 2 and 8. What's another way to say it? 2 plus 8, okay? Any of those works, okay? So whatever you want to write is okay as long as it is a word for addition, okay? You can't write 2 times 8 because that's not what, times is not a word for a plus sign. Okay, I don't need you to spell out the 2 and the 8. I mean, you can, but I don't really care about that. And what does that one say? I almost said it.
And times 11.
N times 11. What's another way?
Multiplied by.
Multiply by and multiply by 11. Okay, and if you don't know, over here there's a math keywords chart. So if you're like, man, I don't know what something is, okay, look at it up here. I try not to put words on there that like I wouldn't use, but it happens. Can I go to the next page? Okay, the next part on your quiz is going to be to evaluate using variables. Okay, evaluate means you should have an actual number for an answer. Okay, so my advice would be to use your one finger and write with the other hand. Okay, so we got Q. What's Q?
-1.
-1, and then I got a plus sign, so I'm going to say plus, and I have another Q, so I'm going to put -1. Plus, and then I have a P, which is 6. Okay, now, then you would have to use your order of operations. However, those calculators that you have are pretty nice. You can type them all in just like that, and it'll spit out your answer. Okay? -1 plus -1 is -2 plus 6.
4.
Yeah, it should be 4. And type it in your calculator, see if it works, okay? So, but you need to, like, make sure every sign is correct on there. Okay, 17. Okay, first we have a B. What's our B?
6.
6. So we got 6. Oh, shoot. We got 6 times parenthesis. I'm just following along. A, which is -1, plus C, which is -1, close parenthesis, divided by 2. Okay, what would you need to do first?
Parentheses.
The parentheses, okay, so -1 plus -1, -2, so it's really 6 times -2 divided by 2. Okay, what does it tell us to do next?
Multiply.
Yeah, multiply, so 6 times -2 is -12, and then we still got divided by 2.
-6.
-6, and is that what you got on your calculator?
Yeah.
Good, okay. Okay, the next section is about evaluating our real numbers. So this is what we've been doing the last couple days. We did addition and subtraction, multiplication and division. We did it with decimals and fractions and just whole numbers. So 19. What kind of fraction is this?
Improper.
Improper. What kind is this?
Mixed.
Mixed. Okay, so our very first one. Okay, and what do you do with these minus?
You add them.
Yeah, you're going to put them together and add them. Okay, so I'm really going to have 5 over 4 plus what? What's that other fraction going to be converted to?
5 over 2.
5 over 2. So it's multiply and add. So 2 times 2 plus 1 will give you 5 over 2. What is an acceptable answer? If I give you a fraction for a problem, what is an acceptable answer?
Fraction.
A fraction. Okay, some of you guys are still doing this, and I'm telling you, I'm gonna mark it straight up wrong on your quiz. Okay, it is not acceptable for you to give me a decimal for an answer. Okay, if I give you a fraction for a problem, I should get a fraction for an answer. What is your answer?
15/4.
15/4. Does anybody have a hard time figuring out how to do them on the calculator?